I'm Mboyha, you can call me Ben of Team Relentless, and this is the Playbook, Star Wars Legion's premier YouTube channel known for falsifying facts. Today, on the heels of what would have been the World Championship at Adepticon, we're talking about tournament etiquette. As I'm sure you're all aware, the fourth pillar of Team Relentless is sportsmanship. The Star Wars Legion community is a tight-knit one, with very little drama between players and factions. We at Team Relentless would like to keep it that way, and that means intentionally going the extra mile when communicating with others online or in real life. So let's talk about how to do that right now. Is that you doing that? No? Weird. Well, it seems we've got some technical difficulties, but we're going to forge ahead nonetheless, so let's get started with number 1. The Golden Rule.
I have had enough of your insolence, and Mboyha, you can call me Ben of Team Relentless. I tried to help you, but no. Your last video was like a Padawan rat tail. Absolutely no style and way too long. You call yourself the most interesting man in Legion, but I've met pit droids with more personality. You have sealed your fate, and I think it's time to reveal my true power to the galaxy. Behold, I am the Sith Voodoo Lord you've been looking for. Your mind is mine.
What's up, suckers? It's Mboyha, you better call me Ben from Team Get Wrecked, bro! And today we're talking about how to act right at tourneys so you win. Let's get started. Number 1, the Golden Rule. You may have heard it said, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, but verily I tell you, do unto the game state whatever helps you win. For example, if you're playing against a bounty hunter, play your turn 1 command card hella fast after deployment so they don't even have time to declare a bounty. Best case scenario here, your opponent isn't even allowed to have a bounty. Worst case, they have to randomly assign it. That could be the game right there, sucker. Number 2, play sloppy. Playing sloppy means doing things like moving units way too fast and bumping into models and terrain and putting them back to advantage you just a little. Excuse me. I'm sorry. There we go, that's better. I put it back right where it was. Pro tip! You need to do this the turn before it really matters, because they're probably not looking that close yet. Now, if they try to argue or give you grief about it, just be all like, if I can move up into range, then how is that not possible? Just look, I moved and I'm in range. You're trying to tell me it's not possible. I just did it. Number 3, the clean sweep. Okay, so this probably could be like a subcategory of sloppy play, but I find it takes a little bit more finesse so it gets its very own number. The idea here is that during the cleanup phase when you're picking up tokens, you can really clean up. See what I did there? It's funny because I said the same thing twice, but it meant something different the second time. The easiest strat here is to remove a little bit of extra suppression. Just do 1 or 2 per round so they don't catch on. Now don't get too greedy, but you can PM take off an extra 1 or 2 from at least 2 stacks every round. Now if your enemy notices at some point and says, hey, I thought you had some more suppression on that over there, you just gotta be super confident and reply, nope, I rolled it off. Number 4, psychological warfare. An important part of Legion is staying focused, calm, and collected. So you gotta do everything you can to mess that up for your enemy. There are lots of good ways to do this, and if you're already playing sloppy, then honestly, they're already gonna be hella stressed from that, am I right? So to kick it up to 11, you gotta be a Star Wars fan from hell. The key to getting under your opponent's skin when you're talking about Star Wars is to say lots of stuff that's just a little bit wrong. This is best done when phrased as a question and just a little bit of mispronunciation. Let me demonstrate. Oh, did you know the suit they used for Boost was actually from Star Trek? Isn't that crazy? Or maybe, isn't it insane that IG-98 was made out of parts from the Mos Eisley Cantina? Like, I thought that guy didn't even like droids, and then he makes one out of parts from his smoothie bar and programs it to hunt bounties for him? Like, what the hell, right? Now, when your enemy tries to correct you, and they will, you gotta double down. Like, nah man, I'm pretty sure that it's pronounced Boost. Like, they don't even say it in the movie, so how would you know? Like, I've read all the Bounty Hunter books. Do you even read the comics? Are you even a real fan? Pro tip! Variety is the spice of life, so if you want to, you can sub in opinions about the new trilogy. Star Wars fans can't not talk about their opinions on the new trilogy, so all you gotta be like is, yo man, what'd you think of The Last Jedi? And then take the opposite side and be hella smug about it. Number 5, judge! Right, so judges are the worst and I hate them, but also sometimes they have no clue how to play the game and you can really use that to your advantage. If your event has a garbage judge, you want to be calling them over all the time to try to get advantageous rulings. For example, if your enemy brings a heavily customized or third-party mini, you know you better call a judge over and call modeling for advantage. You get that model kicked out of the tourney, it's like doing pierce wounds before you even roll dice, am I right? A real next level judge call is asking for a ruling on modeling for advantage because your opponent's paint is too thick. That's 2 for 1 right there. Boom! Get them kicked out and you insulted them. Bonus! Remember that karma's a lie, so do what you want. Remember that if you lose, it isn't your fault. You should blame everything and everyone around you. Personally, I like to blame the dice, the tables, and the judges, in that order. Remember that you can call a judge over for PM anything, and this is especially a good tactic if you're trying to slow play. Oh, and hey, unrelated, but I got an email from YouTube saying that the subscribe button sometimes hasn't been working, so if you could go ahead and click it right now and test it out for me, I'd really appreciate it. Summary! Let's review. Number 1, do what you want. Number 2, play sloppy to get a little extra movement. Get out of my head! Number 3, pick up extra tokens during cleanup. Number 4, get in your opponent's head. You do this well enough, you can get a DQ and just auto win. And number 5, judges are the worst. You can still use them to your advantage. What happened? Oh my gosh. Did we shoot the episode? Oh my head. I got a migraine or something. We shot the whole thing. I don't remember it at all. I guess you know how to be a better sport at tournaments than you did before. Oh my head. If you like the video, please prove it. Oh, that'd be sick. Oh my gosh. And subscribe if you're into that sort of thing. I'm Boy, you can call me Ben of Team Relentless, and this has been the Playbook Tournament Etiquette.